Okay, folks, I don't have any projects today. Well, I do have projects today, but I'm not doing any projects today on the homestead. Actually, today's project is going to be solidifying my status as greatest pawpaw in the entire world. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my grandchildren a mud kitchen. I've got some treated lumber, and I'm going to put it together. I've already bought a couple of sinks that go in. They're RV sinks with a little faucet. So I'm going to show you how I do it and make that for them, and I will definitely be the greatest pawpaw in the entire world. His tote's going to be my table that I work on, because every time I make sawhorses, they end up getting used for something else that's permanent. The legs of some type of table for someone else. So I'm gonna use this as the table. I don't really know any of the measurements yet, other than it's going to be about 4 foot long. I want it 3 1x6s wide, or treated 1x4s. I mean, decking boards. So that's 11, 16, and 16.5 inches on the top, and there'll be a shelf on the bottom, 2 sinks, and the middle part is going to be like a stove. So let me get the lumber. So since I want it 4 foot long, I'm gonna cut my first boards at 4 foot. Then the width, the width boards will be 3 inches less than that. Three inches less than what I want. So if I want it 16.5, I need to cut these 13.5. So there's the top. So how tall do I want this thing? I think 2 foot. So I'm going to cut the front boards at 2 foot. All right, this is going to be the inside boards. So on 15.5 above this, so 2 foot plus 15.5 is 39.5. It's what I want on the back. That's so I can put one board on the top here, a 1x, and then I can get 3 up here for the back board. So 39.5. So now I'm going to do the bottom shelf, and it's going to be 4 foot, but it's going to sit inside of this instead of on the outside. So the inside measurement is about 13 3/8. It's going to be less, 3 inches less than that. It'll need to be 10 3/8. Use these scrap leftover ones. Okay, here's my bottom shelf. Let me flip this thing around. Get it in here where I want it. All right, I want it up off the bottom. I want it to have 3 inches. sitting up here like that. So let me mark 3 inches around it. I think I'm going to put one more board up in the middle back here to support that back. Then I'll have to put a couple in here when I get the sink over there and get ready to put the sink in so that they don't fall out in between. I'm going to set this thing down. All right, so I'm going to put a couple braces in here where the sink goes. And that brace needs to be 16 inches. And then 16 inches from this side. All right, put one more on the back in the middle. What were they, 39? And I'll be ready to put the top on it. Cut one more, I can put the back on. Well, there's that. I cut my holes, put my sinks in, and I've got some more of these boards that I can put on that bottom shelf. All right, now I'm gonna cut out these holes where the sinks go. I guess the next thing I'm gonna have to build is a cabinet to put my Greatest Pawpaw in the World trophy in. They're gonna love this. So now I've got these short pieces. They're not long to go all the way, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut them to go the other way. And get them put in there. And they need to be 13 and a half. All right, here they are. Sinks are installed. They have a drain in them. They also have a little basket and a stopper that can go in them. Off and on handle. I've got to get an adapter at Lowe's to go from the hose to it, and then put the drains in a bucket. little shelf at the bottom. I think they'll like it. The middle right there, I've seen some that you can paint little circles where it looks like the eye of a stove. All right, all you pawpaws, I've set the bar. You're going to have to step up.